Welcome to Bishop's Breakdown, episode 41. Well, WWE is moving towards some huge storylines. But like always, one step forward, two steps back. And two of the NFL's biggest and brightest young running backs just got paid. And the sports car world has officially lost their mind and gone crazy. So what happened on Raw? What happened on SmackDown? And what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw tomorrow? But Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson, they both got paid. And there's this insanity surrounding the Topps Chrome NBA card set with the Cooper Flagg rookie patch card and the unbelievable bounties being offered for that card and the other rookie patch cards. So let's get into this. And this is Bishop's Breakdown. So like we always do, we're going to break it down. Don't just watch Bishop's Breakdown. Be a part of it. Join the Patreon today for exclusive content, early access to every episode, behind-the-scenes footage, bonus podcasts, member-only polls that help shape the show, and exclusive shout-outs. And if you join our $20 MVP tier, you'll score an official Bishop's Breakdown t-shirt. So wear our logo with pride and represent our growing community everywhere you go. Every membership helps us bring bigger guests, better equipment, and even more content to this channel. So hit that Patreon link in the description, become part of the Breakdown family, and let's build something special together. The next level starts now, so Dueces, Uces, and back to the show. So let's get right into WWE Raw from last Monday. The biggest story out of that is GM of AAA, Rey Mysterio, decided to have a tournament with luchadors from both Raw, SmackDown, and AAA. And the winner of that tournament gets Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw for the first time in a long time in Mexico City. And the biggest storyline that they decided to advance or start up is the winner of the six-man tag LA Knight, he's looking to face Roman Reigns one more time for that title. And then Liv Morgan is gloating and doing her shtick about being the greatest of all time, or whatever the crap she says, retaining their title against Io Scott, which mysteriously became absent on that show. And then two new challengers emerge out of the ether. You got Becky Lynch, and you got a returning Stephanie Vaquer. So it's either going to be a triple threat with the three women, or they're going to have a number one contenders match between Becky and Stephanie, and the winner faces Liv at the next PLE. So, I mean, if Raw gives us new contenders for these two top titles, SmackDown did as well, but only half as good. Like, they tried to one-up Monday Night Raw, and they couldn't. Going right into SmackDown, we talk about the kick off the show. You had Kevin Owens, CM Punk, first time, face to face in the ring. But I feel like I've seen this storyline before. Like, am I the only one that feels like I've seen this before? Somebody getting mad at CM Punk saying, I don't like you because I don't trust you, blah, blah, blah. I mean, they went back and forth, Kevin Owens and CM Punk. Punk coming across as someone KO absolutely does not trust. But again, that's what he's been doing. He did it with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns and all this other stuff. But like the way it seems, the way at least I see it, Punk is a POS and KO isn't interested in being friends or showing any kind of respect for him. He seemingly wants to he's going to take pride in not only beating him to a bloody pulp, but taking that WWE Championship from him. So, I don't know. It looks like there's a thing that everybody who beefs with Punk, that's what they have to do. They have to tell everybody in the world that I don't trust you, I don't like you, I haven't liked you forever, you always do this and that, and you're condescending and blah, 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 and they need to do something else to get to the match, to get to why you hate me. Can it just be simple? You have WWE Championship. I want to be champion, so I'm taking it from you. Plain and simple. Why can't it? Like, who honestly is the heel in this situation? Who's going to be booed? CM Punk or Kevin Owens? So let's go to the United States Championship rematch. Baron Corbin defending his newly won title from Trick Williams in a rematch. And I honestly thought Trick was going to beat him for it. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. But, you know, Corbin had to pull the shenanigans again and cheat to win. And what are you going to do with Trick? What is Trick Williams going to do going forward? My guess is he's one of the favorites to win Money in the Bank. Either him or LA Knight. I mean, I like Baron Corbin. I think he's a really good wrestler. But Trick Williams losing like that just seems kind of redundant. Like they might have not even should have even done the rematch, at least this soon. You know, they should just have. I mean, how are they going to? They need to build Trick Williams up if that is the plan to get him the Money in the Bank, but who knows? And speaking of the Kevin Owens CM Punk match, we don't have to wait too long because Kevin Owens said August 21st in Toronto, me, Punk for the WWE Championship. I mean, it is Kevin Owens' home turf. Crowd reaction is going to be through the roof for Kevin Owens. They probably still going to be cheering CM Punk, so as of right now, it's face versus face. But with the interaction between KO and Sami Zayn, I'm calling it right now. Mark my words, Sami Zayn is going to somehow interfere in this match and cost Kevin Owens the match. So it's either going to be a triple threat again. Never seen that before. A triple threat for the WWE Championship. Or they just going to beef for a while and CM Punk moves on to the next. My thinking is they're going to do a triple threat and maybe Kevin Owens in the end wins the WWE Championship. It's been, 10 years or something crazy like that since he's been WWE Champion or had a championship. So, I mean, do you think Sami Zayn is going to cost KO the WWE Championship? Do you think it's going to lead to a triple threat? Or are they just going to redo what they have done for feels like ever in Sami versus KO in a blood feud? And let's go to how they treated Chelsea Green, newly crowned interim WWE Women's Champion. They did what they always do and just let her get squashed and beat up and take the licking and took the losing pin with Tiffany Stratton and against Fatal Influence. Like, shocker. Chelsea Green gets pinned after winning the WWE Women's Championship. And then, insult to injury, you had Nia Jax and Lash Legend come out and stand over her like she ain't nothing. On top of that, Chelsea Green gets legitimately hurt and busts her orbital bone, like as if this WWE Women's Championship is literally cursed. Because, like, as of right now, I don't see Rhea coming back anytime soon, like in the next 6 months or longer, because she just had her second surgery on her knee. So, what are we doing? Is they actually going to take the title off of a Chelsea already and give it to Nia Jax? Because that's what it seems like, her holding the title tall while she's standing over her dead body. Just stupid. But off to another promo segment. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Orton comes out. Cody ain't trying to hear it. And they have the history together. Maybe because there's no title on the line this time, and there's no Pat McAfee, and there's no big spectacle that is WrestleMania, that this feud will finally be something that we all thought it should have been. I mean, it's teacher, student. Simple as that. Cody Rhodes was with Randy Orton with the Legacy. And now Cody Rhodes has surpassed him on the totem pole, and Randy wants his spot back. Simple as that. Randy's going to show him that I didn't teach you everything, and Cody's going to show Randy Orton that ain't the play, brother. And I am going to show you that I am QB1 for sure. Especially no title. So it could literally go either way. My thought is clearly Cody Rhodes is going to be on top of this feud. Unless Cody Rhodes and they do a flip and Randy's the face and Cody turns heel. But either way, this is a feud that should last for a little while to keep Cody away from the WWE Championship just long enough to explore other options in the main event scene to hopefully build up some of these people so it's not more of the same people in and out of the main event. Because sooner or later, these people are going to be too old. They're all in their 40s, and they can only be around so long. So let's talk the main event. You had Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill. Out of all the things that you had on this show, this is your main event. It was a match. It was okay. I mean, yes, I like. I mean, Alexa Bliss comes out looking like a wounded duck with her arm all looking all messed up, and Tatum jumps out of nowhere. I mean, the lights turned out and everyone, Bray Wyatt vibes like was through the roof, and took out her baddies, and Jay's all dumb heel. Oh my God, what's going on over there? And then gets beat up, and yeah. I mean, it was kind of cool seeing Charlotte do the Sister Abigail, which looked like Jade did not know how long it's going to take before she did the move, because she was already spinning around before Charlotte Flair had enough time to do the kiss and the flip. But Jade's Jade, and that's what she does. Sometimes she looks like she's taking those steps to be way better than she has been, and then all of a sudden she takes steps back. So that's SmackDown in a nutshell. SmackDown is SmackDown. But now we have to look ahead, because if Sami Zayn really gets involved with CM Punk and Kevin Owens' business, what's WWE long-term plan? Are they just using this as a stepping stone to something CM Punk is going to do later and defend his title later and lose it to somebody bigger? Don't know who that's going to be, though. I have no idea anybody, if you look at the SmackDown roster, who's big enough to take that step besides the people I already mentioned, like the Cody Rhodes and the Kevin Owens. But let's talk Raw that tomorrow. Becky Lynch and Stephanie Vakir are supposed to make an appearance. Sol Ruca and a partner of her choosing versus Raquel and Perez. Maybe Bayley. I don't know. And the start of the tournament for the Luchadors, that's supposed to start off Monday. So it should be an interesting show. But after the break, we're going to talk about that big NFL news. So I'll get back to you after we pay some more bills. This episode is brought to you by W Energy, the clean energy drink mix built for gamers, creators, and grinders like us. No jitters, no crash, no artificial dyes, just smooth, long-lasting focus whenever I'm breaking down WWE storylines, debating NBA, or just recording late at night. It's zero sugars, packed with vitamins and nutrients, and it actually keeps you locked in without the shaky feeling. Head to w.gg and use code Bishop's Breakdown at checkout and save 10%. So level up your energy, and let's get back to the breakdown. And thanks for supporting the show. Welcome back. So let's talk the two top NFL running backs money-wise. You got Jahmyr Gibbs of the Detroit Lions and Bijan Robinson of the Atlanta Falcons. Two of the NFL's best young running backs just got paid. I mean, you got Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson having both land massive, and I mean massive, extensions. And these contracts could tell us something very important about the future value of the running back position entirely, not just between these two athletes, but going forward for anybody else that are contract negotiations going forward, because they can just point to, well, Gibbs got this, Bijan got this. So let's start with Jahmyr Gibbs of Detroit Lions. Let's start right here in Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions have agreed to a 3-year contract extension worth $67.5 million in base value, with a deal capable of reaching, with incentives, like Pro Bowls, such and such, $75.75 million. And here's the number Lions fans need to know the most out of all of that. $51.5 million of that contract is guaranteed. So this is a massive commitment for the Lions to a player who has become one of the most explosive weapons in NFL. We've seen that week in and week out. And the Lions needed to re-up and make sure they kept Gibbs, because they already lost Montgomery, and they couldn't lose both of them. So you got 3 years of this contract. $51.5 million guaranteed. That's approximately $22.5 million per year in new money. Like, gotta remember that Gibbs is not just a running back for them. He's a receiving threat. He's a big play machine. The offense, the Detroit Lions offense has been built around creating mismatches for him, because you got Amani St. Brown, you got all these weapons around him, but they use him and give mismatches, him on a linebacker, him on a corner, him on a safety, and that's where his explosiveness shows through. I mean, he's entering only his 4th NFL season, and he's already produced, let's say, 5,029 scrimmage yards and 49 touchdowns. And you guessed it, in 49 games. I mean, his 2025 season included over 1,200 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns. He also caught the ball 77 times with 616 yards and 5 receiving touchdowns. As a Lions fan, I'm going to tell you why I love this. You got to pay your stars. You can't let the stars just leave and go somewhere else and be successful for other teams, and looking back like, oh, that could have been us. I mean, look at Matt Stafford. He leaves the Lions and takes the Rams to the Super Bowl. And everyone assumed that the reason the Lions weren't losing, or a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people assumed that's why the Lions was bad for so long. It was all Matt Stafford's fault. Maybe if he was good enough. Clearly he is good enough, because he's a Super Bowl and an MVP of the regular season. So, and Jahmyr Gibbs isn't just a good running back, but he's the most dangerous weapon in the entire offense. There's no doubt in my mind, when defenses are preparing for the Lions, they circle his name, highlight it, bold it, italicize it, do all that stuff, because they know that no matter what, Gibbs cannot beat us. If Detroit believes that they're in a Super Bowl window right now, this is the type of player you got to lock up. You can't not win a Super Bowl without Gibbs. Without Gibbs, there's no chance, no way, no how the Detroit Lions even sniffing the Super Bowl. So let's get to Bijan Robinson. He got 3 years as well for up to $75 million. And that's 51 guaranteed, including a $37 million signing bonus. And at the time of the signing, he was the highest until the Lions said, hold my beer, or Gibbs' agent said, hold my beer, and and now he's the second highest paid in history. So let's break down his contract. So 3 years up to 75, 51 guaranteed. The signing bonus, he gets about 25 mil a year, and that's not backup money. That's running backs don't matter any. That's not running backs don't matter anymore money. Like they're showing that running backs are key to anybody's offense. That's you are the most important player on our team type money. Like maybe even more so than their quarterback. I mean, Robinson's coming off a monster year as well. He had 2,298 total yards and 11 touchdowns. First team All-Pro. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at. He had a season. Granted, his team wasn't that great, so most people didn't see how great of a talent he was. But he's the reason why they were in half those games. That's for sure. But the bigger story that most people aren't talking about is for years we had this argument. Don't pay your running backs. You can go out to the Home Depot or any little college from all over the nation and get a running back. They're all replaceable. Their careers are short. You know, they're you can find running backs blindfolded. You can always go to the draft and pluck a running back from any obscure school. It doesn't have to be a big school like the Michigans and the Ohio States and all these places. But look at what's happening right now. Bijan and Gibbs got over $75 million contract extensions. Now you're seeing elite running backs getting paid like quarterbacks, like wide receivers. The question is the NFL finally changing the way it values their running backs. It is gone the day that they just scoff them off, and if they're after 2 or 3 good seasons, they're ready to trade them for another running back because they don't do that. They give extensions after extensions for the quarterbacks, for the wide receivers, for the linemen, for the defensive players, but the running backs always seem to be dime a dozen. But it's because these two players, they got these big money. Maybe they'll change the way, or maybe just now, just with this situation, that these players are just too special to not pay them. That they're breaking the old rule just because they're who they are, and not because running backs in general. And that's a very important question to think about. But let's have some fun. You got Gibbs, you got Bijan. You can only choose one. Who are you taking? I'll give you a good argument for both. You got Gibbs, explosive speed, elite receiving ability. The Detroit's offensive system is perfect for him. He has 49 career touchdowns through 3 seasons. Now Bijan, he has a third down. He's a third down back ability to get those crucial yards to extend drives. He's elite rushing production. Like I said, over 2,000 yards scrimmage last season. First team All-Pro and the centerpiece of the Atlanta Falcons offense. So like I said, which one would you pick? Sound off in the comments and let your boy Bishop know who you picking. Bijan or Jahmyr Gibbs? And speaking of things that have gotten crazy, and I mean absolutely insane, let's move from the NFL running back situation to the sports card world. Because what is happening in Topps Chrome NBA update right now is probably the absolute most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I'm new to the hobby. I collect, I dabble, I do pack openings. Check out YouTube, Bishop's Breakdown, give it a follow. But the Cooper Flagg 1/1 NBA debut patch autograph, right? Let's talk about what might be the craziest sports card chase we've seen in a very long time. Cooper Flagg has a card. It's a redemption card in the new Topps Chrome Update basketball that just released. And that could fetch you well over $1 million. And the crazy part is it's out there somewhere. In either a booster pack, a blaster pack, a mega box, a hobby box, a delight box, whatever you can get those sets, the Topps Chrome update, you could possibly pull NBA debut patch, and not just Cooper Flagg, but that's the big money one. I mean, this is a Cooper Flagg NBA debut patch, and it's not just some random patch. This patch comes from the jersey that Cooper Flagg wore during his first NBA regular season game, October 22nd, 2025, against the San Antonio Spurs. Crazy, right? Both number 1 picks, Victor, Cooper Flagg. Flagg finished with 10 points, 10 rebounds, and the Mavericks lost. But it doesn't matter what he did that game. It doesn't matter that they lost. We're talking about Cooper Flagg, Rookie of the Year, his actual debut, game-worn NBA logo patch, and his autograph. There's only one of those in the world. So it's a perfect storm of what everybody in the sports collecting world wants to collect. And they did it with all their big-time rookies. They got Flagg patch, like I mentioned. They got Con Knipple and Dylan Harper are the headline rookies that have patches in this set somewhere in the world, somewhere sprinkled in randomly in these packs of cards. And then the bounty started. And this is where it gets insane, because people are offering anybody who finds this card multi-million-dollar bounties. Like, we're talking about, some people are saying, I'll give you $1.5 million today, and then we'll auction it off, and whoever buys it pays our fees, and you get the rest of the money. Or they're saying we'll pay you straight up $4 million, $2 million, whatever, just to give us that card. The redemption card, that is. And that is wild. You could be a millionaire overnight. And this is comparable to the Paul Skeens debut patch, which sold for $1.1 million. And I have no doubt in my mind that Cooper Flagg is going to get double that, triple that. Like, it might be insane numbers like the high fives, 5 million. But I know you're watching this or listening to this and saying, hey, Bishop, why so much money? Think about what you're buying. This is not just buying a rookie card. This is not just buying a piece of his jersey. This is not even just buying his autograph. This is buying a piece of the exact jersey he wore when his NBA career began. Like, think of this. Say in 20 years or 15 years, he's a multi-time MVP, multi-time NBA champion, and you had a piece of his jersey and his autograph from the day he began his Hall of Fame career. Like, that's printing money right there. And there's only one. There's only one of those. And then the Dallas Mavericks, God bless their soul, they entered the chat. The Dallas Mavericks began like, hey, forget the money. You don't want millions of dollars. Why would you want millions of dollars? We want that guy's card. So they offered 32 years of season tickets, because that's Flagg's jersey number. Okay, 32 years of season tickets. 2 lower level season tickets, not floor. They didn't even give you floor seats for 32 years. You get lower level, whatever. So you're getting 2 premium seats for more than 3 decades. Sure. But what if for people who are not even close to Dallas? I guess I'm SOL, because I got no money from this, but I'll move on. Then you get a Cooper Flagg game-worn jersey, a signed game-worn jersey from Cooper Flagg rookie season. Okay, cool. You get a photo with Cooper Flagg after a game. Cool. You get a private photo shoot with Flagg, his Rookie of the Year trophy, and that one time they won the Larry O'Brien trophy to became NBA champions. Remember that? Dirk Nowitzki took out LeBron and them. I remember that. And then you get a VIP Mavericks experience. You get a VIP tour of the Mavericks practice facility and the home arena. Wow. And then when they have a road game in Boston, this is crazy. You get a VIP experience on the road. You get airfare, you get a hotel, and tickets to the game to see the Mavericks take on the Celtics. That's essentially the Mavericks saying, give us the card, and we'll give you the ultimate Maverick experience. Not money, but the Mavericks experience. I mean, Sports Illustrated confirmed all this. And me personally, I think that's a bum deal, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I mean, I like that they're trying, but for me personally, that's a good no. I mean, even if I'm the biggest Dallas Mavericks fan of all time, that doesn't seem to that seems apples to oranges for real. This is not a Fuji and a Red Delicious. Like, this is a mandarin orange, and you're giving up a honeysuckle to get the little Clemente, little cuties. Seems like somebody losing in that situation, and it ain't the Mavericks. So, like, I'm going to ask everybody, so make sure you shout out and sound off in the comments. If you pulled this card, are you taking the $1 million plus bounty, or are you going to take the Mavericks package? Option 1, take the money. Immediately, you're a millionaire. No worrying about the card market going down. I mean, say for discussion sense, Cooper Flagg is a dud. That he sizzles out, and by the time his career is over, he's just a player. He's a former Rookie of the Year, but never got to the heights, never won MVP, never won a championship. I mean, you could take this 1.4 or 2 million, 3 million, and invest it and be set for the rest of your life. You could potentially buy multiple Flagg cards and have it in your throne room and still be set, because a lot of his cards aren't going for millions. So you can still have your Flagg card and be a millionaire. But option 2, you get 32 years of Premier tickets. I mean, sure, if I was in the Dallas area, 32 years, not trying to sound morbid, I ain't living for 32 more years. Come on, let's be real about this. 32 years is a long time to assume that you're still going to be able to go to these things. And you get a signed jersey and all the other stuff I said before. Something that literally can't be replicated. Like, this is a Mavericks fan dream. But my question is, the real question, what is this card actually worth? Because if multiple people are offering $1 million plus already before the card's even been found, like, the only time I've seen the card is I've seen a video by Fanatics and Topps of Cooper Flagg with tears in his eyes, like emotional, signing that card. That's it. No one else has seen it. No one else has gotten it, because it's still a redemption that hasn't been claimed yet. So, and the Mavericks are offering this entire package, again, for a card that's not found yet. No one has gotten it yet. I mean, it could be the most valuable NBA rookie card of all time. I'm just saying, like, if people are already offering this kind of money, this kind of perks, this kind of packages, what is it really worth? Like, honestly. Because people bid low. They give you, because $1 million, yes, heartbeat, But if you think about it, if people are already offering that much, what are they really willing to give you if you kick that up a notch to the 2s and the 3s and the 4s? I would not be shocked if this card is sold for over $5 million or more. But I think I think the minimum is going to go $4 million. Like when everything's said and done, when someone finds this card and they do what they do with it, it's going to be sold at an auction house for multiple millions of dollars, $4 or $5 million, and that's exactly what I think. If you think differently, let me know in the comments, because this situation is just going to get wilder and wilder. And another thing, another quick point, Knipple and Harper card, what are they going to be worth? Because they're not the Rookie of the Year, they're not the Cooper Flaggs, they're not the chase cards that everybody's been chasing for ever since he got drafted. Like, will Knipple get 500,000? Will Harper get 300,000-400,000? That's no money to laugh at either. So these chases is only until these cards are claimed and out of circulation. These booster packs, these mega boxes, these hobby boxes, these delights are going to be so expensive. Like, the mega boxes are in the $90 range. The hobby boxes are over $1,000, and then you got the delights, which are just, you get it's the highest tier of this chrome set you can buy, and it's $1,200 to $1,500. They're only going to keep going up and up until these cards are found, and then they'll go down because people aren't chasing them, like, because that's literally printing money. That's literally you life-changing money. That's you becoming a millionaire literally overnight. So think about that. Think about that next time you think it's crazy that all these people are camping out to get the brand new sports cards. So my final take on this whole Topps Chrome and Cooper Flagg and Pat. Personally, if I pull this card, I'm not immediately selling it. I'm at least hearing out every single offer. Like, you're not just gonna throw money at me before I look at all the aspects of it, because I'm not gonna try to leave no money on that table, because we're talking about a potentially generational player of a one-of-one card. His actual debut. I mean, if like I said earlier, if it's already creating millions of dollars bounties before it was even found, $2 million. But if somebody does put $2 million of cash in front of me, I'm probably taking that money. I'm sorry, Coop. I'm selling. Sorry, Mavs. I'm selling. Sorry for all y'all think I'm just crazy. You offer me $2 million if I had that Cooper card, I'm taking it. But let me know in the comments, would you take $1 million cash, or would you take this Dallas Mavericks 1-of-1 for 32 package? And if someone offered you $2 million cash, are you still holding on to it? Or are you saying, or you couldn't wait to throw that card at them because $2 million? But that's it for this week's Bishop's Breakdown. We covered WWE, the NFL, and sports card insanity, because apparently I wasn't allowed to stick to just one sport this week. But let me know what you think, especially about the Cooper Flagg patch auto. Would you sell it if someone offered you that massive amount of money? Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, share the show. And as always, like a great man once said, Dueces Uces. And I'm Bishop, and I'm out. Peace. So my final take on this whole Topps Chrome and Cooper Flagg and Pat. Personally, if I pull this card, I'm not immediately selling it. I'm at least hearing out every single offer. Like, you're not just gonna throw money at me before I look at all the aspects of it, because I'm not gonna try to leave no money on that table. Because we're talking about a potentially generational player of a one-of-one card. You know, his actual debut. I mean, if like I said earlier, if it's already creating millions of dollars bounties before it was even found, $2 million. But if somebody does put $2 million of cash in front of me, I'm probably taking that money. I'm sorry, Coop. I'm selling. Sorry, Mavs. I'm selling. Sorry for all y'all think I'm just crazy. You offer me $2 million. If I had that Cooper card, I'm taking it. But let me know in the comments, would you take $1 million cash or would you take this Dallas Mavericks 1-of-1 for 32 package? And if someone offered you $2 million cash, are you still holding on to it? Or are you saying, or you couldn't wait to throw that card at them because $2 million? But that's it for this week's Bishop's Breakdown. We covered WWE, the NFL, and sports card insanity because apparently I wasn't allowed to stick to just one sport this week. But let me know what you think, especially about the Cooper Flagg patch auto. Would you sell it if someone offered you that massive amount of money? Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, share the show. And as always, like a great man once said, Dueces Uces. And I'm Bishop and I'm out. Peace.